I like Bama. I like Bama Prophet.
I don't know until I look at you.
Till you look in the mirror.
You know what I'm saying? Biggest balls is the illest.
Hey, Carlton's on his age today, but this is a classic.
You turn me on to something.
I know.
Yeah, dog. Biggest balls is the illest.
Sorry we're late, everyone.
We ain't really late for real. I mean,
Because we are.
we supposed to be 6, but in this business right here, things happen, and so we can be apologizing every week or something. So.
Absolutely. One thing that's happened, as you notice, it's only Carlton and I today. Our beautiful and sexy co-host, Ms. Jones, is not with us today. She's battling with illness.
Yeah, she went to the ER. So shout outs to Miss Jones. I hope you feel. I know you watching. I know you watching.
Let's do a toast to Ms. Jones.
For sure.
You're in our thoughts, girl.
All day. I don't even drink, but I'm gonna drink because it's you.
You don't drink. Why you always lying to people, bro? Why you mean you don't drink?
Man. So, anyway.
Unbelievable.
Well, I got this. Why you tell me I had this mask on, y'all? Hold on, y'all.
Hey, bro, I ain't know if you trying to rob the place or not.
Yeah.
This is mine, though.
So, anyway. Wait.
So what's up with you, bro? How's the week?
Man, the week is good. I mean, it was good and bad. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple of things going on, but before we get into that, I need to shout out everybody for the people that's always watching on the world. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody out there, sorry we are a little bit late, but it's, some things we can't control. So there it is. We still gonna give you 45 hot minutes of what's going on, and we are here every weekday Thursday at 6. So man, it's a couple different things going on right now, man. But I'm gonna start off with
before you start off, man, tell me about what's going on with you. How's your pops, bro?
Pops is doing good. I mean, every day is the same with that. I mean, he can't, nothing overnight, nothing new. For those that don't know, Pops is bedridden. He's going through some multiple challenges he's going on. He has 24-hour nurse care, things of that nature. So it's sad seeing my Pops like that, though, for real. It's hard for me to do it. Even though Pops lived with me for the last 3 years, right. To see him in this condition, it's been crazy, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I went through it myself a few years back with my mother, so.
I remember.
Yeah, so.
Shout out to Miss Nicole.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Out in heaven.
So, you wasn't really mad that I knew your mom like that. Was you really mad like that?
That you knew my mom like how?
That was my people, you know what I'm saying? That was my dude, you know what I'm saying?
That was your dude.
She paid me to be your friend. I don't know if you knew that.
Yours are still paying me.
Whatever.
She cooks for me. Man, Carlton gets so upset. I said to his mom and I would actually go hang out. I'll take her, go to breakfast. One time it was her and her friend and I. We were having dinner, was it? And then we took a picture.
It wasn't dinner. You was having lunch.
No, it was. I think it was dinner.
It was lunch because you called me.
No, we didn't call you. We sent you a picture of the three of us. You don't remember that?
Probably erased it if you was in it.
I still got it. I'll resend it to you.
Appreciate it. She mad at me now right now. For real. Shout out, moms. I'm sorry.
Why you stay apologizing. What'd you do this time?
No, well, as your parents gets older, they need to see and hear from you more. So, especially with what's going on with my father. So we, me and my sister, constantly in touch with my mom. So I went to go see my mom Sunday. Not Sunday. Sunday that passed.
Was Sunday?
Not Sunday. Sunday a week ago.
That wasn't Mother's Day, was it?
No, it was just me coming out hanging with moms.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only, according to her, it's only Mother's Day when she hears from you.
Whatever. So I went to go see mom. Spent 4 or 5 hours at the house, and then on that Tuesday, the day after Tuesday, she calls me and says, "Hey, I hadn't heard from you." I was
3 or 4 days later.
It wasn't even 3 or 4. It was 2, 3. I was just there.
Yeah, she's lonely, bro.
But at the same, but you getting mad at me because I didn't call,
dude. You got to learn to reach out to your mother more, man.
I talk to my mom all the time. That's what I'm saying. It's not like I don't.
See, I talk to your mother enough.
You don't talk to my mother. Roma, matter of fact, she said I hadn't heard from Roma. I told her.
No, well, you and Kelly told me to back off.
Yeah, you need to back off.
No, I'm like, no.
Roma goody two shoes, and after a conversation with Roma has with my mother, then next thing you know, my mother Roman's doing this and Roman's doing that. Man, aggravating.
And you hearing her say what all the teachers used to say when we used to go to school, why can't you be more like Roman?
Damn, no, they didn't say that.
No, they did. And so has your mother. So,
kind of thirsty. This dude here, man. I don't even drink. This ain't nothing but Coke, y'all.
Man, what happened to Omar, bruh?
Oh.
Omar gone.
Man. We talking about Michael K. Williams here. Michael K. Williams is who played Omar from The Wire. The Wire, for those that don't know, please Google it.
Classic.
Oh, it was the first show that I seen that had real street life stuff that was going on. You know what I'm saying? And it was I guess because it took place in Baltimore, so the lingo was fresh to us and things of that nature. Although Baltimore and DC are way different from each other.
Totally different.
But we,
But that was a real depiction of how life is in Baltimore.
Right. And he died, but it was I don't know if you knew this. Like years ago, before I even went to go away to school in New Orleans, I had composed a letter to Oprah, and I was like, hey, just saying that I don't think enough is being said about what goes on in the hood, things of that nature. Being read. I think I was 21 at the time or something. And I'm writing this letter like, y'all don't show this side of life and blah, blah, blah. They always showing the other side, And I was like, man, we should get a show about that. But,
Did she respond to you?
I don't even know if I sent it truthfully.
Okay.
But when I see The Wire.
A lot of typos and stuff. You didn't have somebody proof it?
I didn't need to proof it, you know what I'm saying? Chris Lewis. What's up, Chris? Shout out. It's 28, bro. I don't know what 28 is.
What do you mean you need nobody proof your letter?
I used to proof it.
Dude, I used to proof your daggone compositions.
Never.
See, never. I know you've been drinking, but
whatever, son. My mind is, you older people got problems with dates and times and stuff. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Never.
Okay. Well, get back to Omar, man.
Yeah. So, Chris, tell me what 28 is. Chris Lewis out there. Anybody need their taxes done? You need to check out my man's tax service, Christopher Lewis. Good friend of mine has been doing taxes for years. Shout out Uptown. Y'all know. But anyway, he said something about 28. 28 is, I don't know what 28 is, bruh. Anyway, going back to Omar. He played a guy who was a gay gangster.
Nah, he played Omar. That was it. He was a gay. That was his name, Omar.
Omar, right. So it was I know an Omar. Not he wasn't gay, but I know stick up boys. I'm not saying that as a thing that's a badge of courage or nothing like that. But living around the way, you know people who rob people for a living, things of that nature. And to see The Wire being portrayed, and then Omar, even for being a gay, guy, this fierce killer, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, well,
Omar shoot you, quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the whole damn city terrorized.
Yeah, but that's what I think was Little Hollywood, because I don't think one person. I mean, we didn't have some hitmen in D.C. this and that people would be scared of. I can't think of somebody now.
Nah, don't mention any name.
Okay. But yeah. So
Yeah, nah, that dude. Yeah, there were certain people you see you somebody mentioned the name, you would like shiver.
I got you. Oh, shout out to Andrew Goodman, my broker, the best broker, Goodman Realtors. For those that don't know about I'm a full-time realtor. And I have the best. I'm licensed in a couple different states, but in the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. If you need representation, you need a brokerage that you're looking for, look no further than Goodman Realtors. Look us up. We everywhere on the dad. You can find us. With anybody that's from my squad, you will get handled nicely, professionally. Okay? That's my shout out, since that's what I do for a living. I'll shout us out. I have my phone number up there later on for you for the call out. But shout out to Andrew for watching.
Yes, sir. So let's talk a little bit more about Michael K. Williams.
Go ahead.
What has his death, you think, has done in the black community?
People heard. Like all of my timeline on social media, that's all you saw was pictures of Michael K. Williams. Michael K. Williams has a scar in the middle of his face,
and that never prevented him from getting roles in Hollywood.
He got. You know how he got his first role? You know who got his first role for him?
Who?
Tupac.
Really?
They was trying out for something. I don't know if it was a movie video or something like that, but Tupac seen a picture of him, and he liked the fact that he had a scar. He said he looks like a gangster. Put him in. And that's how he got to start.
Did Pac know he was gay?
I don't think he was gay.
At that point?
I don't think he was gay.
You don't think he was gay?
I saw an interview with him later on.
No. I'm sorry. You don't think he was gay in real life?
I don't.
You know, there's a whole like there was
some of us watch. I see.
No. I'm saying when he died, they interviewed like a few people from the gay community who really rallied behind him because he came out.
Okay. Lauren Douglas, Black, what's good?
What's up, Black? He came out and was playing these gay roles because that was who he was.
I seen an interview with him, Ricardo Slick. What's up, baby?
What's up, cuz?
I seen a video with him when they were saying that he read the role, he read for the role, and then he seen what he was supposed to do, and he said that he wasn't thrilled about doing it, but he wasn't gonna let the money that they was paying him stop him from getting this thing. And had he stopped, because somebody's like, how can you play a gay role like that? And he's like, I wasn't gonna let that stop me from doing what I'm doing.
But didn't he play didn't he play several roles that were homosexual roles?
I haven't seen, but I only seen the one that's from The Wire.
Nah, he had another.
He was on Boardwalk
series.
Empire. He's done a ton of movies. You know what I'm saying?
No, he was on a series recently. I want to say it was TNT.
Okay.
Where he played a role, and I thought it was another gay role.
Okay, but I know he said he wasn't gonna let it stop him from making his money. Because he said he had to kiss a guy.
Could you play a role like that?
Nah.
No matter what the money, because I know you're a hustler.
I ain't say no matter what the money.
No. That's what I'm saying. So what is so
What's
everybody has a price. Everybody has a price. What's your price?
Oh, HBO, and he was okay. Chris Lewis says he was. I mean, not crazy.
Dude, you don't need Chris to say. I'm telling you, bro. Your co-host is telling you. I know what I know. So what is your price?
I mean, that's because you got a picture of him on your wall. I mean, I didn't know.
Dog. What is your price? Let's get to that. Everybody has a price. What is your price?
Shout out
Hey,
Neil.
bro, why are you
Because I think you try to get me.
I'm just
I don't want the whole LGBTQ people calling me and saying this and that, man.
It has nothing to do with the LGBTQ community.
Hey.
I'm asking you, right?
What amount of money would I have to do to play the role like that?
To play a role like
I don't know. It's gonna have to be 8 figures.
Oh, whatever. So
8.
I know your bar is kind of low.
Whatever.
$8.
$8.
Would you do it for?
Man.
Would you do it for $8?
I'm not doing that. 8 million.
Would you return the phone call for $8? Somebody called, your producer called you. Hey, we got a show we want you to play. We want you to play a role of a homosexual gangster.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're gonna have to kiss men on camera.
It's gonna be in the meals. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be in the what?
It's gonna be in the meals. It's gonna be in the meals.
So you have a price.
I ain't got no set price here, man. I'm God, man. Look at you trying to have me go. See, what y'all don't know is we had, sometimes on the show we'll go through a session and we'll have our jots and things of that nature. So me, Miss Jones, and Mr. Crispin over here was having one of our sessions one day, and someone had said, let's do a show on this. Happened to be on the subject that I didn't really want to talk about, because I know I used to be a homophobic.
Homophobic, yeah. But you talking about something that you didn't want to talk about. But when we were talking about it, he wouldn't shut up.
I mean, I wasn't on live. I wasn't on camera. Matter of fact,
No,
we was on camera. But you're right, I was on camera. But
and
after
you just
y'all
kept talking, and I'm like, I'm trying to cue him like C, time out, bro. You about to offend the whole damn community.
Roman came like, you can't talk about us like that. You remember you said that? So, Miss Coakley, what's happening with you, dear? William Brown, I see you, bro.
Vivian?
Yeah,
hey,
Vivian. What's up, Vivian? She says like selling your soul for some money. She went to Key. Key people, we don't sell our soul for no money. Shout out to Viv.
Not all Key people are like that, though. I know, dude. So do you think that's true? Everybody has a price.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Okay.
That's what you different with me. What I'm saying.
So what is your price?
I don't have a price.
You did.
I don't know what the price is. I have no idea. I don't know. Shout out to Stanley, Mr. Best Barber, East Coast. Stanley Taylor. Look up Stanley Taylor, the best barber in the world. You know, he out with Frederick Maryland. That's my dude. I just came out the shop with him. Matter of fact, I didn't
JD, bro. JD, my cousin.
Hey, I like Jeanette. Jeanette come in here way before Stan. Stan my dude though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying John. Jeanette.
Why I think I know Stan?
Stan from the White Apartments, huh?
Oh, he's right across from Northwest Park.
Yeah, he know everybody. Matter of fact, he said your brother Evans was the first one he ever seen rock some Jordans. I forget what they were, and he had to get those shoes.
I think I bought them shoes, some Jordans.
So yeah, you know we talk about you all the time. He knows some of the fine women y'all had over there at Northwest Park and what's that, Nob Hill over there and Quebec Terrace and the White Apartments.
They were a little further out.
Who was Nob Hill?
Nob Hill and the Quebec
Nob Hill was
Terrace.
at the bottom of the hill, is it not?
On the bottom of the
We
hill.
talking about Roman grew up in this little apartment community called Northwest Park, so that's where I originally know Roman from. We all went to junior high, which is the best junior high ever.
Francis Scott Key.
And so we know a lot of the same people, but we still friends with us. We're still friends with a lot of folks from junior high school.
We knew.
You know what I'm saying? My timeline is filled with them. So shout out to everybody from Key Junior High. Neil Freeman. What's up, Neil? My man Bo from Detroit. Okay. Troy's in the house. I hope y'all football team get a little better this year, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
So let's turn this to a little something more serious.
Go for
it. Unemployment benefits ran out this past weekend for like millions and millions of Americans.
Yes.
So there's a movement within this country where they're trying to get Congress to extend federal. Now I don't think the federal called it unemployment benefits, but I guess it's another bailout.
Mm-hmm.
But
supposed to be like $300 to each person or something like that.
Yeah, in some cases, some people I think were making as much as $700 a week.
Okay.
But my problem with some people, because I know a few people who lost their jobs during the pandemic. Some lost their jobs totally. The others were furloughed because they had to shut down because everything shut down in the pandemic. Right. I know people who were bartenders, waitresses, and waiters who unfortunately couldn't work. So they took advantage of those benefits by the federal government.
I think you're being a little unfair. A lot of people were not just bartenders and people like that.
No, I'm not being unfair. I'm just saying I just know those particular
were hard hit because they took the longest to get back to
Absolutely.
work. Right.
But since the economy was opening back up, there's a lot of businesses out here who were looking for employee.
True.
Looking for help.
Mm-hmm.
And
they can't find them.
Yes, they couldn't find them because people who were relying on these unemployment benefits
was making more money than they was doing at the job,
or about the same.
Okay, but without doing the same work though.
Right, I know.
You're sitting at home getting a check is way different from getting the same check as you working as a waitress.
Right,
or waiter.
Right, but so it sounds like you're taking a position with some of these people I know took, which was I'm gonna keep getting this money until it runs out.
Mm-hmm.
And several of them, the conversation I had with them was, look, bruh, there's a bunch of jobs out here right now, and there's very little competition.
Mm-hmm.
Get a job while you can now. Basically, you have the pick of the litter.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can go and work for any place you want to work right now because there's not that many people looking for work. So think strategically. Get the job now before the unemployment benefit runs out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you wait until it runs out for everybody, now you're going to be in competition with millions of other people trying to get the same job you get.
I still don't hear the question. What's the question?
Where are you? Would you have done the same thing? Or would you have been a little bit more responsible and use the unemployment benefits for what's intended for until you use it until you get back on your feet? When there's opportunities out there presenting themselves, apply for it, get a job. And at that point, you probably could have negotiated even for a higher salary because these companies were desperate for help.
Well, are still.
No, they are. That's what I'm saying. But so 7 million people, from what I understand, lost their benefits so far this past weekend.
So you think they should go back to the service industry or things like that? Well, I heard say what you said on today. I'm driving to the studio today, and it came on that so many people from the pandemic that had lost jobs came out and got jobs of their own, meaning they started their own business.
Right.
And most of them was in either IT or the IT field. I forget the other field. Or doing stuff like being maids or
that's great.
Right.
That's great.
And so they said they would rather work for themselves than work
Love
for
it.
Right. So, some of that number is in that. They took the time and the fact that they was getting money from the unemployment benefits to go out and start out.
That makes total sense to me. But with the part that doesn't make sense to me are the people who are waiting for unemployment benefits to run out, right? While there's plentiful jobs out here.
Hold on. One of my listeners just said that McDonald's in D.C. was paying employees up to $31 an hour.
I didn't hear that, but it doesn't surprise me only because that's how desperate these companies are for you gonna send your son out there?
It's better than playing the game in the
Bruh,
room.
There's a Chipotle in Bowie, right? I live in the Bowie area.
Bowie's a city in Maryland. We're national on this. They don't know Bowie.
Okay, well, Bowie, Maryland.
There you go.
Yeah. So there's two Chipotles within like 8-mile radius from each other. It's one Friday, I think a few weeks ago. My wife and kids went to one. It was shut down because they didn't have enough employees to meet the demand of customers.
Right.
And then the following week, the other one shut down early because of the same reason.
Okay.
So these companies, they are desperately looking for work.
Yeah, but a lot of them, and this first time I heard that about the $31 an hour. I'm gonna have to.
You're about to apply.
I'm about to check that. Hey, Willie, call up the show if you know a little bit about that. For those that want to call the show, let me give out the number. Our telephone number here is area code 480-200-9570. Again, 480-200-9570. I will tell the callers though, you will have to keep the your.
We'll manage that.
Yeah, because we got a lot of people. It's Tanya Dolette. What's up, Tanya? How
What's
you
up, cuz? Hey, all my cousins listen.
That's your cousin?
Man, whatever. So this $31, is that in D.C.? $31 an hour?
Yeah, it's
is
at
that
the Georgia
in
Avenue, across straight from the Walmart. Right.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
So again, let's get back to the point.
Hold on. I want to say shout out to my man Charles Gossman. He said, forget unemployment benefits.
Hold on, finish. Tell them to hold on.
I will.
What did y'all say?
I'm gonna tell you. Hey Willie, hold on 1 second.
Got you, brother.
Okay. He says,
What did y'all say?
he said, forget unemployment. Universal basic income is what we need.
Okay. That's another discussion,
Yeah,
but I'm good with you on that.
Mr. Willie Brown joins us today. Appreciate you watching for the show, brother. Willie.
Hey, man.
For those that don't know,
guys
Willie
are doing it.
is a Howard University grad, good friend of mine from the D.C. area. I've know this guy very well, but he is. I'll let him tell you his resume, who he is, and why he feels qualified to talk on this speech. You worked at McDonald's, bro? Talk to me.
Well, what's going on? What's going on is that it wasn't in D.C. It was in certain states. Like I know these particular McDonald's, this one particular McDonald's franchisee was in the state of Georgia. And
Hold on 1 second. Hey, can you turn my mic down just a tad, please? Go for it, Willie.
Okay, yeah. The McDonald's franchisee that was paying $31 an hour or up to $31 an hour was in Georgia. And yeah, it's real because they were losing so many employees either to, service industry employees. They were being lost to, you were making more money, getting the unemployment. Or, it's really sad, honestly, because you have service employees like at restaurants who, their pay scale for, waitresses and waiters and bartenders is significantly lower than other employees. Like some places, they even pay like less than $5 an hour, but you can collect all your tips.
Right.
But what has happened is in the DC government, they wanted to have where wait staff, bartenders, cooking staff made minimum wage.
Right.
And all of the bars and all of the restaurants basically came out and said that they would lose so much money if they did pay minimum wage. So, of course, you know, when the pandemic hit and when the economy went on a downslide, it doesn't shock me at all that many of these people got out of that industry altogether.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, makes
so,
sense.
Willie, where do you stand on this on this topic? Do you support the idea of people waiting out their unemployment benefits before they start seeking for employment, even though there's a gazillion jobs out here?
Roman, I think you're right on that. I actually think that if you were foolish enough to wait and try to ride out your unemployment benefit, you know, you're going to miss the opportunity because, as you said, there's going to be an influx of applicants trying to fight for the same jobs. But also you have to consider that these income-based assistance that's done, it's based off how much money you put into the system, just like Social Security.
Right.
So if you're not putting in any money for a year and you turn around, because, you know, I mean, everybody that's worked, you get those statements from Social Security saying that, okay, when you hit 65, this is how much money you're going to get out of it. This is how much money that when you retire is going to come out of your Social Security income.
What I'm hearing not to cut you off with, but what I'm hearing now is people saying that Social Security is supposed to run out 2033, 2034.
Dude, they've been saying that about Social Security for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
I mean, that would be the biggest scam. That would be the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. They would oh God, that would be the biggest Ponzi scheme that ever happened if, you know, this social program ends up falling by the way.
Yeah, and there'll be a whole lot of lawsuits.
But
thank you, Willie. Appreciate you calling,
comments,
my brother.
Hey, thank you, brothers. Keep doing what you do.
Anybody that disagrees with Willie, please call Willie at. It's like, Willie. Hey, Willie, I haven't been to a barbecue at the crib, bro. Oh, he hung up. That's all right. Yeah.
So the same thought, right? So I know some folks who, again, during the pandemic, because they had, you know, what's it called, the renters forgiveness program. People who stopped paying their mortgages, even though they had the money to pay the mortgage.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna take it from the other side, okay? And I'm a realtor and all that, but before I became a homeowner, before I got my finances kind of straight to understand what it was all about, you have a lot of people that don't know the routine or how to buy a house or how to open a checking account or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we spend money according to how we see other people spend it. You know, those around who might not have good habits.
Right.
So we want to buy everything, not save. Like, I knew somebody that didn't know the difference between a checking account and a savings account. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just thought it was two bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? I got in my checking and my saving, not knowing that the saving was supposed to be there to save. I was one of those people, okay? And so, and you know, when you wasn't around people who had money and who was doing things a different way, we didn't understand. So we bought stuff. You know, what the old song say? We buy stuff for hairstyles and tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the stuff that we buy on. And then yet you'll see rich people and they got on some, you know, they're taking bag lunch to work. You know what I'm saying? I worked with a guy in New Orleans. Shout out to everybody from Dillard University. I worked for the what we call the physical plant. And physical plant was like the janitors that cleaned up the school, and that was my summer employment for my summer employment. That was my school job for the whole time I went there. You know, we were supposed to work for certain hours.
Right.
And the head of the physical plant had a party each year at his house, and this is a guy that drove a Ford Focus, bag lunch. Dress was nothing spectacular. He looked like a regular person that was cleaning the floors and stuff, but he didn't.
Like you look right now?
Exactly. So he had a party, and it's like, you know, his party, all food is there. Come join yourself. Come, blah, blah. And I ain't go the first year. Because I knew his house. Like, I'm not coming to his house. It's nothing I went to the dude's house. You know what I'm saying? And the next day, all the workers who I'm cool with, they came back like, man, I can't believe you ain't come to that party. That boy do a party. Like, who? He's like, the guy. He's like, man, he got this big old house and 6-car garage, and saying circular driveway, pool, food they was serving lobster bisque and all this type of stuff that they had.
Right.
And I'm looking at like the dude I'm looking at who I worked in his office. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't like he would own. He didn't like he owned a little 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom house that cost $50,000.
Right. Right.
So I made it a point to go the next year.
Okay.
Glad I went. I was like, oh,
So
my
how
God.
the other side? How the
Oh
other
my
side?
God! I
lived?
mean, he has a house in New Orleans, or right outside New Orleans, in Metairie, Louisiana. And man, I mean, I've been in some houses. I'm a realtor, so I've been in some nice houses. This is one of the nicest houses I've ever seen. Pool. I mean, he had servants. He had the whole nine. You
So
know what I'm
what's
saying?
your point?
Whole point of the matter, you could not tell he had money just by looking at him or what he drove.
I
You know
got
what I'm
it.
saying? But sometimes we will listen to people who we think have money and do what they say how to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of times, we had little hustlers coming from our neighborhood. We looked up to the hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Because they had all the cars, they had all the girls to go. So we did what we thought you were supposed to do. So some people don't have the experience of knowing what to spend your money on. First time I heard somebody say, I take half my check and put it in a savings. You know what I'm saying? And I don't touch it. I had to ask them why. Why would you do that? I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I get it. I mean, financial education.
it's everything.
It's everything, right? I mean, in a lot of times we learn from our parents, our own households, and what they teach us. But I also subscribe, because I agree with a lot of what you just said. But I also subscribe to.
Of course you do.
No, that's rare, to be honest with you. But I also subscribe to just having think strategically, right? So when you make a decision like you're not going to pay your mortgage, so what happens next in your mind? What do you think happens when you decide to make that decision?
You think you got enough time? Well, you got time. I got this money that I'm not usually don't have, and so if some other opportunity might come up, and I might be able to do something with that money I got. So I ain't got to pay this rent, and I can always pay that rent later. That's what they thinking. And
Ooh, and that's pretty much it. But so it would make to me some level of sense if people decided not to pay their rent and pay their mortgage, and then because they had the money. Again, the people I'm referring to actually had the money. If they did something with that money, whether they were saving it or doing something. But I know people who did that, but dude, the money's gone.
Right. Well, I know the same as people getting the stimulus checks. I know a dude that went and got the stimulus check, and he went to go rent my brother. He went to go rent some rims. Rent rims on his car. And he was in a credit program to get his credit straight. He was to the point where he could almost buy a house, and this dude went and rented. Somebody shout out to Chris Woods and all those.
Dude, don't be telling that man's name out there.
I didn't say his name.
He just said Chris Woods.
Chris is the one that was helping to told me the story. I know.
Okay, I hope you clear that up.
No, but as people do some wild things with their money that just because you feel that you're a educated guy and you wouldn't spend your money that way, don't look down at those.
No.
Okay?
I'm not looking down. I'm challenging people to make the right decision. That's all I'm saying. I'm challenging when you have a money and you just be responsible, bro.
I got what you're saying. I'm not mad at you at all. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it's not as easy as you're saying it is.
Dude, it is easy. If you're telling me someone who don't have the money, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have the money and you're taking advantage,
right,
you're taking
of the situation
that
people do all day long. You got rich people take advantage of the tax breaks and things.
Okay, I'm not worrying about the rich people. I'm talking about the people who don't. So just because they do that, just because the rich people do that, you think it makes sense for you to do it?
You have to excuse my coworker, my co-host,
colleague,
because he has always been since grade school. Been one of them people that thinks he's never done anything wrong. Why does they don't follow the thing? I don't understand. Or this, all you gotta do is follow the law. See, just follow the law. They won't let you down. That's why I've never been arrested. I've never been in jail. He says this whole thing, but what they don't see is,
have I been in jail? Ever been arrested?
But you was the first one in the store. You came up with the idea. Come on. Don't have people call in and tell you about your evil deeds. Ricardo, don't let you was on the show. Ricardo, please call up and talk about this. Your cousin here who he think he's, Robin Hood. Far from Robin Hood.
Dude, all I'm saying is ridiculous. Will you do something with that? Your alerts.
Man, yeah.
So all I'm saying is, you're digging yourself a digger ditch, right? A deeper ditch. If you're getting money from the government and you have the money to pay your rent or your mortgage, you're potentially digging yourself a deeper ditch.
Yeah, but sometimes we borrowing against time. I'm not going to touch on the subject. I'm not going to go there. But I mean, I understand. Trust me. I understand more than you know. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So, because I've been on that other side. You know what I'm saying?
We all have.
No, we ain't all been on that other side. We ain't all been on the other side.
We all have. But look, Carlton.
I got enough money to pay the rent, or I got enough money to feed the kids and the family. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not who I'm talking about.
I mean,
I'm not talking about those people.
we about to get up because we gonna run off on this conversation.
This is where your mother. This is where she paid. No, this is where she's so happy I'm your friend because I reinforced the
how was your week, bro? How was it good? It was good this weekend, dog. It was good.
I gotta send her a copy of this show,
man.
Because she says, Roman, I want you to keep working on my son and help educate him and doing the right thing, how to be a better citizen of this world.
Vivian, I agree with Roman too. I'm not gonna tell him that on purpose.
Who's that? Vivian
Coakley? Yeah, she said that. Oh, Daly, I don't want to say Vivian said that she agrees with Roman.
Okay, thank you, Vivian.
I mean,
I think most practical.
I'm not saying who's practical.
Person.
I agree with you too. Very seldom that I do, but I actually agree with you.
No,
but
you don't.
What I don't agree with is you making it seem like that the people that don't choose to go do what Roman do is just dead wrong.
No, I'm challenging them.
Anyway,
dude, dude. How does this not make sense? I'm gonna get off the.
Say it doesn't make sense.
No.
Did I look confused to you?
You do actually.
Oh.
Every time I talk something that keeps you on a straight line, you look at me like I'm crazy because you want to try to figure out a way to.
Bro, we wasting time. We got other topics.
No, I want you to answer this. I want you to answer this. I've advised people who are unemployed right now, collecting unemployment benefits, get a job now where there's no competition or very little competition for people looking for employment. But they would rather wait and collect this quote unquote free money until it runs out. And then there's millions of now people who are in the same boat. Their benefits have run out, and now they're competing against millions of people for jobs.
Okay. What's your question?
So which group would you be in? I already know the answer, but I just want the world to know.
I would do what consider the right thing, but what you're missing, right, is some people are going to do what's better for better for them, and they feel that I'm going to go ahead and not pay the rent and take this money and do something with it.
Like what? Like
whatever.
What? To go gamble it?
Gamble it.
To go what? Go out to dinner?
Spend it on a chick? I don't know, dog. I mean, spending it, they're going to do
okay, well, then dare I say that's dumb?
I agree with you.
Okay. All right. As long as you agree. So you agree with me now?
Not all about.
I just want to make sure you agree.
They might be paying for their father's medical bills like I'm doing. Be like, hey, I got to take care of Pops first. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you never know.
That's a different situation.
Exactly.
But I know these are people specifically, and I know those are not the situation.
Well, I suggest you get them on the show and call them up. We'll talk about them.
Well, we can interview you and talk about your situation.
Anyway, y'all. Anyway, we're having co-host trials next week. All you got to do is call me and say, hey, Carlton, I'll be better than that fool Roman. And we can do this. Anyway, now Roman might do, but I appreciate we're good friends, but me and Roman go off on so many different things.
Yeah, we don't agree on a whole lot of things.
He used to cheat off my paper in school. I mean, why would I even listen to him?
Lies. Oh, man, is Miss Star still around? That's who I want to have on the show, so she can. No, seriously, so she can tell the truth about who used to cheat off of who. Well, she wouldn't. She caught you, I think, right?
Catch me cheating.
Hey, dude, didn't you go?
Why would I not cheat off you?
Oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, fine. Where's Sylvia Dogway? If I'm cheating on somebody, I'm cheating off Sylvia's paper. You know what I'm saying?
Well, just because she fine, you think she's getting the right answer?
Oh, somebody says, Ricardo Deless says, I know somebody. Hold on, Ricardo.
Go ahead, Slick.
Ricardo says, I know someone who was scared to get a job so he won't lose unemployment just in case it gets extended.
That's my point. He's saying and so Slick, I'm sorry, Ricardo.
Slick retired.
But that is my point exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to get a job because if their unemployment gets extended, they want to continue to get the free money.
Okay, Slick. You remember when we was 20 years old, hanging out, this and that, and we ain't want no part of anything called a job. You know what I'm saying? We would have probably been in a position to go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to what I thought they're going to extend this money because we look at it as free money. And when's the last time you got free money? But it's a learned thing that we ain't know. We ain't know no better.
No, dude. It's
Here now at 30, I know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you know.
No, you don't know the difference. So it's a losing mentality, bro. It's a
Darnell, what's up, buddy?
Who's that?
Darnell story.
That what's up, D?
He said he didn't appreciate you telling me you crossed him up last year. You know what I'm saying?
Last year.
I mean, last time we was on stage, you said you crossed him up playing basketball. He said
I
he don't
lying
remember
down
that.
there? Oh, okay. No, dude. That's a losing proposition, D. That's all I'm saying, see? It's a losing proposition.
And Vivian said, hold on. Vivian said, but is it free though? Don't they have to pay it back
No, they don't.
when they pay taxes?
No, they don't. They don't. They just they people when they on unemployment benefits, they can elect to take taxes out of their payment, or they can elect to pay at the end of the year. So they don't pay the unemployment back, but they still got to pay taxes towards it. Yes.
Gotcha. I appreciate all the questions on here. For those that I'm skipping over some, I haven't got some.
But so my point is what Slick mentioned is to me is a lazy way of thinking. So I'm going to sit here and get unemployment benefits when there's plenty of jobs that I can work and make an honest living.
Better question.
Okay.
So I'm one of these people at home sitting there listening to you.
Oh, speaking of not working.
No, and it's like all of a sudden, so I'm supposed to do what you just say now. You know what I'm saying? I think because you're right. You know what I'm saying? They thinking that you're wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But no, they're thinking of trying to beat the system. That's what they're thinking. It's not about whether I'm right or wrong.
But some of the people we look up to have been beating the system for years.
I don't look up to them. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Joseph Kennedys of the world.
Joseph Kennedys.
Yeah.
I don't look up to them. I look up to people who think strategically.
I got you. That's why I'm so glad you always been on.
So no, but think about it. See, why are you going to turn down an opportunity to make to get an honest job now and have very little competition?
I agree.
And wait until unemployment benefit. It just to me doesn't make sense.
Right.
It's a losing thought process. And these will be the same people later on, much later on, when their unemployment benefits have run out, and now they can't find a job because everybody's applying for 200 people are applying for the same damn job they're applying for. Then they're going to cry out that the system's against them. They can't find work. Okay. Sometimes I think you and I had talked about this before. This will be another topic we're gonna tease a little bit. Sometimes we as black people, not just black people, and I know this happens in the white community too, but right now we're talking to main. We are our worst enemy sometimes.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I think we are. We get in our own ways a whole lot of the time.
We do.
Speaking of that, that's a nice segue into what I was gonna say next. There's been situations where I've had an idea, and let's say I have this idea of something to do, and I've been working on it for 6-7 months, studying it day and night, trying to figure out the kinks and everything, and all of a sudden, I share with you, hey, Rome, check this thing out, man. I've been working on it for a couple months, man. Tell me what you think.
Right.
And I just give it to you, and you glance over it.
Right.
3 minutes later, come back, man, that's the stupidest stuff I ever heard in my life, man. Get away and get out of that. Now, Roman didn't study it. He didn't look at it like I did. He did, he just took it. He didn't see it from my point of view. But because we're so used to wanting our friends' acceptance, people like myself would say, man, yeah, maybe Roman is right. Maybe that joint is stupid. And then just forget about it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in reality, then someone does what the guy was talking about years later and be like, I had that exact same idea. Right. That's what I mean by getting in our own way. Sometimes we got to have faith in stuff. Doesn't matter. I shouldn't be mad at what Roman says one way or the other.
Right.
I feel that it's gonna be a hit. I'm gonna be a hit. That shouldn't matter that I need a Roman's thumbs up, but we want our friends' opinions to matter so much, and as a result, we end up not doing nothing, or someone else says something. Darnell said, Roman, you are absolutely right about that. You can't beat the system. I agree.
Keep talking, D. Down now. Keep talking. Carlton's going to
That's the
eventually see
same
my
Darnell
way.
you crossed up on the basketball court now. You want to call up on the show and talking about this? I'm just playing.
I'm not going to talk about the crossover now that he's on my side.
Right. But no, I'm just saying. Sometimes we get in our own. We get in our way a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think I've had to learn as I got older. You know what I'm saying? To just concentrate on what I know. Like when I started my own business, I had people tell me you stupid for doing it. People looked at it from my own family members. I'm like, you gonna be a what? Man, please. You know what I'm saying? But then when they see you doing what you're doing, like, oh, that's a great idea, man. And now I get so many people asking me to, hey, I'm trying to get into real estate. Can you help me? And I'm helping anybody. If you need somebody help with real estate, call me. Email me, call me, contact me. I'll talk real estate all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? But it's amazing how many people will go against you when you're trying to do something. And I know it's a lot of people out there that know what I'm talking about. I've gone through the same situation, and they just didn't go through with the process because their friends said something that they didn't want to do.
Yeah. So yes, I agree with you, but sometimes people just don't see or share your vision in something that you're passionate about. I know for me personally, I've been many people have asked me for my advice or opinion about certain ventures that they're trying to pursue. I've always been encouraging, just because at the end of the day, bruh, it's your dream. You only live once. The only way you know it's going to fail is if you don't try. If you give up on it.
Right.
So I mean, keep pursuing it. So, but to me, I think if someone's asking you, if you're asking somebody's opinion, about a particular business proposition, I'm hoping that you're asking more than one person.
Yeah.
Right, because one might tell you that it's a dumb idea, don't do it. You waste a lot of money investing into something that's just never going to be successful. But then there's going to be others who are going to give you encouragement.
I had flipped a house. And flipping a house, for those that know, is when you buy a house that's undervalued, add some upgrades into it, and then you hope to sell it for a profit. Okay, I flipped a house. I was thinking about flipping the houses back in 2008, 2009, and I was looking at houses and studying them. I'm a realtor, but I was doing extra. I'm going through and seeing what it was taking to flip, because at this time houses wasn't selling very fast in Arizona where I was, and as a result, I waited 8-9 months before I would pull the trigger. And I ran to a guy who eventually became a mentor, and he was like, say, bro, did you buy the house? Have you started to flip? Nah, I haven't found a flip. I'm doing my numbers every morning. I'm doing this and that. And he said, hey, you got to pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? You're scared to pull the trigger. I was like, no, I just want to make sure it's straight. I'm using my money, all my money, and this doesn't work. Bruh, you thought about it, you did it. Sometimes you just back it up and just go for it. And that's what I did. And I made the money. And I actually ran into the mentor later on, 6 months later. Right. And I was so excited because he didn't know how the flip turned out because he went to go to another state. Right. And I went to Walgreens. I'll never forget that. I went to Walgreens and I ran into him. I was like, bro, where you been, man? He said, man, where you been? He said, we in Utah. I said, what you doing in Utah? He said, man, that's where you go. He said, flippers, real flippers, they'll go from state to state, trying to find a place where they get the best value. Right. At this particular time, I don't know what city in Utah, but they was in the state of Utah doing some flips, And he said, I'm expecting to see you here. I was like, yeah, I thought I was going to, I didn't know y'all was in Utah. He said, so tell me about the flip. So I'm coming in, I was like, well, I put in this amount of money and I made, he said, hold up, before you tell me how much you made. He said, where'd you use your money? Where'd you get your money from? I said, where'd I get my money from? He said, yeah, I use my own money. You know what I'm saying? I had 401k from back when I was a teacher. I used that and some, borrowed some and did that. And he just shook his head. No. Flippers don't use their own money. That's dumb. You don't do that. No. You go out and find money. You don't use your own money. Right. I was like, huh? He said, yeah, you don't use your money. I didn't tell you that? Nah. And I was like, man, but I made, he didn't even want to hear how much I made. You know what I'm saying? You did it wrong, bro. Next time you go flip a house, man, you're not gonna use your own money. Got me? Okay. Look at me. You got me? I was like, yeah, I got you. All right. Man, good seeing you. He never found out what I mean on it because they told him I didn't do it right.
Used the wrong money.
Right. And I haven't seen him since then. I have not seen him since then. I gotta find his numbers in one of my old phones and stuff. Yeah, crazy on that, you know.
Well, listen, we're gonna have to wrap this up. It's about that time for us. We're gonna tease you guys a little bit with one of the topics we're gonna talk about. And Vivian, since you've been listening, I want you to think about this for next week. Maybe you can call in. Why do women weaponize sex?
Whoa, you said that with Vivian like you had like Vivian did that or something. I got your back over here, Vivian. Don't even worry about it.
Vivian, my buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do women weaponize?
Weaponize sex. That's one of the topics we want to talk about next week.
So women. So I mean, get into it.
You know how your wife used to.
Patrice, I see you, dear.
You know how your wife used to hold back.
No.
Anyway, you know how she used to hold back when and not giving you sex.
No.
Unless you did your chores.
No. You know what I'm saying? No.
I remember.
Okay.
I remember.
She's a watcher of the show as well. I can have her call you. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
as a matter of fact, she might want to call in next week too, because she might be able to give us some answers to that.
I thought all you girls talk. I mean, I figured you had her number. You don't talk to her?
So ladies out there and gentlemen who may have some stories, why do women weaponize sex?
Okay. Give me another word for weaponize. Somebody might be Googling weaponize.
So someone who holds back sex and to get something from their significant other.
So I need you to go clean out the gutters on the roof. If you don't do it or have somebody come do it, you're not getting no sex tonight.
Giddy up.
Okay. Why did they do it? But you mentioned Vivian. I don't want people thinking that Vivian did that or something like that.
No, I'm not. I don't know Vivian ever did that. Okay. But I'm just saying, Vivian was one of the women that you mentioned that's watching today or listening in today. So, but we can get some of your exes.
Oh, we can.
And ask them that question. Why they specifically
some
held.
Of yours.
No. I want to know why they specifically held sex from you versus other boyfriends.
I don't think that's ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Maybe truth be told, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's somebody out there, but I'm saying
because I think you have some stories to tell. I can see it in your eyes.
Nah, I'm not used to men looking in my eyes, though. I'm seriously not. Used to men
that's the problem, bro. But see, when you're talking with a man, why you talking with a man or anybody for that man? You got to give him eye contact.
I'm not used to other men gazing in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody says they gazing.
You gazed.
I'm not gazing at your damn eyes.
You just looked at it.
I just at it. With your eyes, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do when you talk to someone. You give them eye contact.
The same way the females look when they look at my eyes.
That'd be a no.
Oh my goodness. Man, I know when somebody. Look at you. I'm about to wear some glasses next week on a show.
Please
you know
do.
What I'm saying?
Why don't you wear their mask? You know, it's still a pandemic. Just wear your mask next time, bro.
Hey, well, anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, it was good talking to you.
Hey, thanks for watching us. You know, Facebook, Instagram, all the people that's on the live. Patrice, I see you, love. We out here every week. Come on here early next year. I need to have you on the show for real. Ricardo says scared money makes no money. You got to jump out there. I agree with you, bro. 100.
Man, Slick. Slick is a good businessman.
Yes, he is. Oh,
entrepreneur.
Yes, he is. Entrepreneur at heart. Man, shout out to Darnell Stewart. That's Darnell's a weekly watcher. Every week, Darnell's on here. That is my dude.
But that doesn't change the fact, though, D, that crossed you over, though.
Man, tell me about it. Willie Brown always. Willie was called up here. Appreciate your thing. And Willie, I seen all the comments you made. I just couldn't get them all on there. But he's also a landowner, landlord, and I'm sure he had some people that was withholding rent. Yeah. So we can get that perspective too. Next week is when we call up here.
Thanks again for calling, Willie.
Most definitely, bro. Stanley Taylor, my barber. I would take my hat. I should have took my hat off so everybody could see the nice haircut. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tanya Dolette. What's up, Tanya, love? Tanya, I haven't seen you.
Don't be calling my cousin love.
Whoa. I was going to marry Tanya at one time.
Not without my damn permission.
She wasn't Slick's brother. I mean, Slick's sister. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Roman's cousin.
You had nothing to do with it.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
Dude, there's nobody in my family you going to marry, okay?
Tanya. I like that. That's my girl.
What's up, cuz?
Charles, So Ratchet Entertainment. That's out Arizona. So Ratchet. That's SORATCH. So Ratchet Entertainment is a place where you get studios out there in the Phoenix area. That's my man, Charles. What's going on, Charles? Oh man, so many people on here. Vivian, of course. Willie Brown, my broker, the best broker out there, Andrew Goodman. Check him out. Lauren, what's good, my man? Black.
Man, what's up with Black? I haven't seen you in a minute. Lauren,
Black's
what's the
out
word?
ATL. They in
Oh, he in
ATL?
ATL?
Yeah,
Okay.
Black. That's my dude right there. I ain't see Black was. I mean, Black one of them people that come to the door and start joning. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. You
funny
gotta be
dude.
ready.
Funny dude.
You gotta be ready.
Oh my God, yeah. Black. When you come back, I think they took your little DC player card or something. You can't come back to DC without help or something. Let me know. If you need somebody to walk you through the city, though, I got you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's watching. Many more that's coming off from Instagram and all that. I can't see all the ones from the Instagram. I can only see the ones from the Facebook. So I don't want you to think I'm avoiding you, but I'm saying that I appreciate the love. I appreciate it, though. We couldn't be doing this without you all. So shout out to you all.
Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Appreciate you. And don't forget the question next week. Why do so many women weaponize sex?
Sweat. Sound like you got something to say on that, yeah? Somebody did that.
No, we'll have Miss Jones back because I know she
How
has a
about
lot
we
to
call
say.
out Miss Crispin and see have her call up and see
My
how
mom's
she,
in heaven.
I'm talking about Miss Lasan Crispin.
Huh?
Lasan.
She does that doesn't happen in my house.
So, I think she has
No,
something.
we talking about. See, that's why we not exes. That's why we want to call your ex.
I mean, me and you ex, we would never.
No.
be
I'm
ex.
talking about my wife and I are not exes because we don't have that issue.
Oh, that's
That's why your.
I ain't know what I want to tell. I'm gonna tell you now. I don't want to tell you. They told me don't say that. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Oh, here we go.
You know what I'm saying? You remember that money I told your mother paid me to be your friend?
Dude, you know we got to
Yes,
go.
it's simple. Yes or no.
No, we got to go.
Okay.
What the hell are you talking about that? Go ahead.
Whatever. Anyway, yo, thanks for watching. Shout out to everybody watching. You know what I'm saying?
All right, everybody.
I gotta go. This dude here
See
gotta
y'all.
make me drink. Come here, where the liquor at, dog? I gotta go. Peace.
Later,
We
guys.
out this thing, baby. What time the game start, y'all? 8:20. For real? Where you watching them? I'm meeting with Derwin and Boy Rod. Oh, I think we still live. Oh, cut me off.